And this episode is going to be about how much money you could make renting out your RV. And I just started this business um, back in June or May, end of May. And I started with one RV and it was doing very well, so I bought another RV, and that one's doing pretty good as well. And then we're going into a slower months right now. We're now in October, so the summer months, I knew it was going to be successful during the summer just because I live in LA. I live near LAX, so I knew the RVs were going to be rented out consistently through the summer. But now we're going to the slower months, so I wanted to see, before I buy my third RV, I want to see how these slower months do. And so far, pretty good. October, I got one of my second RV booked out all of October, maybe all of November. I kind of got lucky with that one. A streamer seen me on Facebook, and he needed a spot to stream and do his thing, so he's gonna be renting that out for a month or two. And then our other RV, it usually gets booked almost every weekend, but this is the first month that it kind of slowed down, so we haven't had a booking for the last 2 weeks. But we'll see how it goes this week. But yeah, so let's get right into the numbers. Let me pull up my Outdoorsy app. Yeah, so I get most of my bookings from Outdoorsy. I need to get more active on RV Share because that's the second biggest app. But yeah, I have it listed on RVZ, RV Share, and then I recently posted it on Facebook last month. And I've been getting a lot of messages from Facebook Marketplace. I just got my first booking yesterday from Facebook Marketplace, but yeah, I'm gonna be more active on Facebook when it comes to my RVs. And yeah, because I want to start booking direct. Outdoorsy takes so much in fees. Like I think like 20-30% Outdoorsy takes. So if you could save that, and make more income for yourself and have the renter save money, it's a win-win. So yeah, I highly recommend going direct, having people book directly with you. But in order to do that, you got to have a nice contract in place, an RV agreement, just going over everything and making sure you're covered. You got to have good insurance, commercial insurance. I recommend MBA. It's a little more than like personal insurance, but yeah, it's specifically for rentals, so you're covered on all bases when they book directly with you. And then yeah, so let me see here. Let's go back to May. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I started renting out in mid-May, and since I've been renting it out, I haven't made one payment on my first RV. So it's been very well. I put $5,000 down. I bought it for 55 grand. So and my payments are, I think, $485 per month with insurance. I think 150. So what is that? 580, almost like 640, 630 a month. And yeah, every month I've been able to cover my payment and make a little bit on top. So the first month of May, I made 678. That covered my payment for May. And so June, I had one booking for $1,000. I had another booking for $550, and then I had another booking in June for $700. So for the month of June, I grossed about 15, 2 grand, 21, about $2,200 for the month of June. I think that might have been my highest month. But yeah, $2,200 minus my payments, minus, you know, a little bit of maintenance and gas, let's say $300. So I still walked away with $1,200 that month profit from June. And yeah, so since June it's just been rolling, you know, been doing good. I think the next month in August, or no, July. So July I had my first direct booking, and I made $2,000 for 2 weeks in July. And then I had another booking for $600 at the end of July, and another booking for $850 like the last 2 days of July. So 26, 7, 28, 9, 3, 31, 32. So I made about $3,500 gross in July. $3,500 gross in July, minus my payments, and minus insurance. Oh no, 3,500 minus minus, let's say 630 minus maintenance. I did have to do. I had to buy new tires for the RV, so that was a big hit. You know, like I think that was around $400, $500. I had to change the oil in July. You know, had to do a lot of maintenance on it, but I still walked away with like $2,000 profit in July. So 1,000. So let's say 1,000 profit in June, 2,000 profit in July. August, what did we do in August? 700, 1,400, 33, so 3,400 in July. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm in August, 3,400 in July. So same thing. I walked away with $2,000 profit in August. So the summer months, and you know, the first 2-3 months, it takes a while to really, like, you know, get your business tight and, you know, get on top of everything. So yeah, I feel like I can make more next summer for sure. You know, I had to, you know, mess around with the pricing, see what works. You got to put your add-ons, make sure you put a lot of add-ons, and cleaning, and, you know, prep fees. So there's a lot of different things you need to learn in the first few months to maximize your profits. But I mean, $2,000 a month profit for, you know, for the summer, that's pretty good. That's and that's just for one RV. You know, I bought my second RV the end of August or the end of July, and yeah, since I bought the second RV, I just made one payment the first month, because I had to pick it up in Ohio, drive it back here to LA. But yeah, the second RV just made one payment and haven't had to make one since, you know. And now it's booked for a month, and so these are slow months. It wasn't getting any bookings, so I gave this person a deal. I just charged them $2,000 for the whole month, and, you know, after maintenance and, you know, cleaning and stuff, I'll probably still walk away with like 1,000 to 1,200, you know, just from that second RV. And yeah, we'll see how the RV1 does this month, but so far so good, man. So far about 5,000 to 6,000 in 4 months with just one RV. I highly recommend it, but just know that there is going to be a lot of maintenance. There is going to be a lot of you know, work. You're going to have to teach people how to use these RVs. You're going to have to learn yourself about RVs and every little thing about it, you know. So it's not just passive income, how, you know, most people think. It's definitely a business, and you got to really stay on top of things. But like I said, 1,500, let's say 1,500 a month, that's pretty good, you know, for renting out your RV. And yeah, if you guys got any questions or, you know, anything you want to learn about RVs, feel free to reach out to me. I'm still in the learning stages myself, but yeah, I've been doing it for almost 6 months now. So yeah, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, and I thank each and every viewer for watching my videos. I'll catch you guys on the next one.